Right now, some Republicans at the state capitol are demanding an apology from Governor Walz over comments he made this week about fascists and Nazis. And in the last 3 hours, the governor responded. Danny Spiewak was at that news conference and joins us live from the Capitol. Danny.
Well, Chris, Senate Republicans posted these remarks on their social media page this morning and then held an afternoon news conference where they demanded an apology from Governor Walz, saying they interpreted his comments about fascists and Nazis to be directed toward Republican leadership, such as the Trump administration and the voters across the country. But at his own news conference later today, Governor Walz said that's not who he was talking about. He said he was talking about actual neo-Nazi marches that have occurred in America recently. On Thursday, Minnesota Senate Republicans posted a 23-second audio clip of Governor Walz to social media, which they say they received from someone who attended a Minnesota Nurses Association event with the governor on Tuesday. It's not clear what Walz said before or after the clip, but here's the part that's making the rounds.
I see the pundits on TV. What's wrong with the Democratic Party? What's wrong is our country's being stole by fascists and Nazis, and we're trying to do all we can to try and do it.
Senate Republicans say they think Walz was calling Republicans and their voters across the country fascists and Nazis.
This is just outrageous. This is Republicans winning elections. What an insulting statement to millions of Americans and many, many Minnesotans.
Republicans demanded an apology from Governor Walz, but later Thursday, the governor said there's no need for that.
No, I'm talking about the people who are openly Nazis.
Governor Walz says he wasn't talking about Republican voters or Trump. He says he was referencing actual neo-Nazi demonstrations that have taken place recently, such as this one in Ohio that occurred February 7th.
I'm talking to a group of supporters and saying what's going on in our country right now is we have people who are openly Nazis and fascists trying to take our country, and we need to push back. This has been the last 10 days. Washington Post, New York Times talking about these folks in Ohio.
Walz's Republican opponent in 2022, Scott Jensen, was also criticized for comparing COVID-19 policies to Nazi ideology.
I think it's a legitimate comparison. It may not strike your fancy, that's fine. But this is how I think.
But Republican Senator Julia Coleman said that was wrong too.
Republicans have been made to apologize. And we are asking for the exact same treatment when the Democratic governor of Minnesota uses such reckless language.
Now, back in 2022, Scott Jensen never did apologize for those comments, even though Walz on the campaign trail asked him to. Today, when Walz was talking about those two situations, he used the phrase apples to elephants. He said that's what it's like comparing Jensen's comments versus his. And he said that the Trump administration and the DOJ in Washington should condemn the neo-Nazi rallies and the one that happened in Ohio and all that have happened recently in America. Back to you.
A lot of that rhetoric getting tossed around these days. Thank you, Danny.